Alright, so it's Hurricane Harvey version 2.0 outside right now. Nice and rainy. I've got the garage door open, but I figure I'd give a little rundown as far as how I'm doing my auto water change system. So, yeah, I guess we'll just start here. This is the saltwater vat. This is a 165-gallon container, but you know, you get up to about right here, and it's 150. This should be able to last me for a month. Every month I'll make salt water, and yeah, pretty much past that it just does it all itself. So let's give it the rundown. So this right here is a bulkheaded John Guest fitting. Basically, as you see, try not to drop this phone in there. It connects, right? And it goes down. And then it has a little weight that comes in there to keep it at the bottom. So we're good to go. I just added some fresh water and I'm kind of stirring it around. I need to drop my salinity, but I'll explain that later. So it comes from that little black thing down there, and then it connects up, and then we go into the attic. Okay, I drilled a 1/4-inch hole. In the past, what I've used are the electrical outlet plates that have no holes in them. They just make like solid plates. You drill a hole in it. It makes it look cleaner, but honestly, for what I'm doing, this is fine. I'll just run some silicone around it. It's easy. So basically, the fresh salt water comes out of here, goes up into the attic. Now, about right here is the pump itself. Okay, so that particular line goes up into the pump. Again, here's a view from the outside. The peristaltic pump, what it does, it has two heads on the same axle. So as one spins, the other spins at the same rate. Now you'll find that there are often inconsistencies due to gravity and friction within the tubes itself. But at the end of the day, it's consistently inconsistent. So you can adjust your salinity in that tank out here. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know. Yeah, right there. Now I got junk everywhere in here. I need to clean it up. So you can adjust the salinity in there, and basically it'll even out. And I can explain that in another video. This system, this is the one that crashed. I ended up putting some Zoas back in. Hang on. Let's see. Put a filter on there. Oh, I see a little better. Oh no, it's dirty. Never mind. Anyway, so that one line goes up into the ceiling. It comes all the way across, and then right up here, it comes back down. Okay? Now this line right here is currently sitting on the floor. It's right here. I was doing some testing on it, but this one would go into the sump. Okay? So what we have is the container out there, pulls up and drops it into the sump. Now, there's another line that starts here that pulls out of the sump, and then what I do is I go up again into the attic, and then it runs this way to the washroom over there, and then it drops down into the waste line for the laundry room, and that's where I just plumb the water out. And this right here, yeah. The system's halfway up, so there's basically no filtration. She's dirty and no water flow. She's nice. I'm working on some things here. But anyways, so, yeah, let's see. We've got that water that goes from there to there. Oh, this is what I was going to explain. So when we look at this sump, if you look, my downpipes come here, they come over, and then they get a return. That return tees off. As you'll see, it comes right here, and then it has this rolling ball. This is kind of where the refugium is. So that's kind of a closed loop that happens right here. But it's very important where you drop the clean salt water that we just got. You'll want to drop it as close to the return pump as possible. This is downstream. This is upstream. The water comes here, flows here. This is downstream. So you're going to pull from upstream and replace it downstream. Point being is, by the time that fresh water goes up, circulates through all these, whatever tanks and this and that, and makes it back down, you have less likeliness that you're actually pulling out the fresh water that you just replaced. Okay? So that's a very important factor. You put the fresh salt water downstream, and you remove from upstream. okay? So this one right here, this one again flows all the way up, then goes down into the washroom over there. And that's basically how the system runs. I'll make a second video to show you in the attic kind of what it looks like. Fortunately for me, I have a very open attic, a lot of walk room. Most of it's decked so I can just walk around. It's pretty convenient, and that's why I put the pump up there. This room gets a good amount of moisture. Summertime it's good, wintertime it's good. It's the mid-season right now, and I can explain that as far as ventilation later, but point being is that I didn't want it exposed to all the moisture in here, and I didn't want it exposed to the dust, excessive dust out there, because I've got a lot of tools. And so the attic, I don't know, there was an outlet up there. Let's just try that out. If it doesn't work, we'll figure it out. So anyways, okay, well, we'll make a second video and I'll show you the attic.